everybody, Bilbo10,000 here, bringing you another episode of the Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. This is episode 3, and in this episode, we're returning from the underworld to the third spirit gate we opened. We're going back to Melchahim's clan. So, let's get moving. That's the one we wanted. Now, something to note about the PC version of this game, it is very interesting. There is something very interesting about it in that some of the animations don't follow through, and it's very interesting to sort of see the differences between this and the PlayStation 1 game. So, first things first, I want to go and collect our staff. There is a staff we can get in the next room, but we'd have to fight an enemy, and I would rather avoid fighting enemies if I have no other means to. Basically, I don't want to fight an enemy right now. So, we're going to head through this door. This is the door down the hallway, not up the stairs, so we're going to come out to a new area. First thing is first. This block. Pull it out, move it this way, push it into the alcove here at the end. Trust me, this will come back to help you later on. Next, we want to head across here. Don't bother going over there. Over there leads to one of these oh no. Well, you see what happens when you fall back in the water? You lose health and you end up in this world. Now, if you get a game over, you'll just end up back at the very beginning of the game. There's no real penalty for it aside from, oh no, you end up back at the beginning of the game. So, basically, if you fall in, which I guess it's a good time to actually show this off, all you gotta do, climb back out, climb out of the water, because obviously it is like air for us. Simply climb back up here, do this, and then do this. It's very simple. So let's try that again. We're gonna have to abandon our stick then. And I screwed it up again, because platforming is a skill that I have. Let's try that again. Third time's a charm. Alright, you know, in the test run of this section of the game, I did not fail this, so, you know. Alright. So, let's take our time here. First things first, let's cross over to this platform. Then to this one. Line ourselves up correctly. Cross across, and then... Oh, no! I didn't jump! The jump didn't trigger! No! Well, you know what? It's going to pad out the video a little bit since it's going to be a short one otherwise. Alright. So basically, we need to get across this segment without falling in. I've made a bit of a prat of myself and have fallen in a few times. So let's try that again. What? Oh, there's like a platform there so I don't actually die. Great, good to know. Was that an enemy? I think that was an enemy that just tried to kill me. Huh, good to know. Alright, there we go, we're across. Once you've crossed this area, we want to head up into the metal bars, and we want to avoid any and all enemies inside this next room. Simply ignore them, it works wonders. All we want to do is we want to head through this door over here. Of course, we need the enemies to fuel our fuel, but we actually won't be needing the fuel to stay in this material realm for much longer. So, over there is a body. There is a gate here, but there's no real way through. We need to go back to the spiritual realm. We're also going to get a cutscene, so here we go.
Beware, Raziel. These wraiths are vampire spirits, fettered too long in the spectral realm. When their vampire natures adapt to this plane, they become eaters of souls. Do not allow these spirits to re-inhabit their corpses.
So our job, kill the fucker. These guys are slightly terrifying in sort of a silly way. But they are also pretty simple to kill. They basically work the same as the Screwer, the only difference being they're a little bit bigger and slightly more terrifying. There's also another spirit in the other room. So basically when you're in the spiritual realm, sometimes there are ledges that will change depending on how you act. Or depending on what realm you're in. Now that we're in this realm, we can glide over here, and we can start moving this block. So, on top of being able to move blocks, we can also flip them. So, if we impale this block here, we can flip the block. It's very simple. We need to push it into this grate. That way, we will be able to use it. Push once, jump across here, stab again, and then we just push it in. That will open up this little grate for us here. Now, to make things easier on us, we now need to go up here. And then simply glide until you land on this platform. That will raise that platform over there. Now, we need to jump down here, and we need to start pulling this block. We need to pull it outwards, this way. And then we need to push it down into the center of this room. Also, look at that block texture, that beautiful block texture that somewhat vanishes. There's a weapon down there as well that we can take. So, basically our goal is clear this area out. But there are enemies here that are willing to try and kill us. And this guy lists sparkly, so he's even more important, I believe. Don't quote me on that one, though. I actually have no idea. Where's my sword? There it is. This is a fight that is not going as well as I would like. There we go. This guy just got impaled, so we're gonna suck him in. I believe he was inhabited by a wraith, I'd like to say. And I think that's what the sparkles were, but I'm not 100% on that. So we want to now suck in that health. Keep our weapon with us. We're now gonna start pushing this to the other side of the room. Or in this case, we're gonna be pulling it. Now let's jump around. Maneuver the camera. We want to push it over to that ledge over yonder. So, left and forwards. Oh, crikey. I didn't even see you. What are you doing here? Let's knock you out. Get you out of the way. You're annoying. There we go. Devour his soul. Collect sword. Impale block. Push block. It's a very simple mechanism. Works wonders. Alright. Push the block up there. Push this block up here. It's effectively a very simple method. Move that there. Then all it takes is a quick move to the left, a quick flip up, and then we just need to slot it into place. So, move across like that, impale the block, and then simply push it into position. There we go. That opens this grate so we can head back through here. Now we're gonna have to abandon our trusty sword because we're gonna have to head back to the spectral realm. And this time we're going to stay in the spectral realm. We need to be in this realm for reasons that are about to be explained. First things first though, let me just quickly see if I can attract a soul or two. I know there's a soul coming my way. There we go. I just wanted to roughly top myself up on health. Once we're in this room, head back up here, head across here, and then glide over to this platform. Because this platform is in the spiritual realm right now, it doesn't move. Which basically effectively lets us move across it rather than have it fall down, and thus we can get into this room. Now this room is interesting. I think that's like an N. We need to find 2 blocks, which are here. Basically, 2 blocks. We need to move the blocks across to one of those little plinths that we see in the corners. I would suggest... Wait, let me just take a quick look at the sign there. Yeah, I would suggest here. Then we simply push you off. And then we push you into place. And we need to push both of these blocks into place so that their symbols are displayed outwardly on the area, basically. So now we need to start moving this one slightly so that I can get the symbols worked out. So now I want to push it this way. No, this way. No, that way. That's the symbol I wanted. And then we want to simply push it that way and then slot it into place. Doing this will open up the gate for us and get us to the next segment of this area. So let's do that. Shift across here, push this in, and we've opened the gate. So, continuing up here, we're actually going to find ourselves in a familiar spot. Well, we need to emerge first. So, this is a block. What an interesting looking block this is. And ooh, look over there, it's health. It's health over there, we can't get it yet, but it's health. Where are we? We're right back at where we started. Only now, these two blocks are stacked on top of each other. That's why I wanted to move the block there, because that way they would stack on top of each other and not be difficult. Simply move the blocks across here, and we'll push them in there. At this point, do a nice crouch jump to get on top, and then crouch jump again, and you can head on to Melchiah's actual clan location. So, we've got through all of the main puzzles that require us to get to this location. Now we have to get through the home base and find Melchiah himself. I also have a boulder. This is kind of hilarious. I don't know if the boulder works, but instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to try tipping this guy and pushing him into the water. Goodbye. So there's not too much that we can really do at the moment. To be honest, all we want to do is we want to get through this location quickly. There's no real problem for going back to the spiritual realm, but I would rather stay in the physical manifestation of this realm for as long as possible. So, what we're going to do, we're going to enter this building, and we're going to have a few enemies we can fight just to quickly restore our health. Alright, there's you. Impale you. Suck up the health. Let's beat this guy up. Pop him in the fire. Start feeding on his soul. Come on, give it to me. There we go. Not a lot of soul food, to be perfectly honest. But once we make it up here and kill this guy, we'll make it into the main part of Melchiah's lair. However, that is going to be for the next episode. If you're enjoying the series so far, feel free to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And in the next episode, guys, we are going to figure out how to defeat Melchiah. So, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, guys.